As we near Apple's potential March event, more and more leaks and rumors are coming out as to what's going to be announced there and also later in the year. And today I want to talk about two juicy leaks or rumors that I came across in the past day or two. Number one, iPad Pro 2021 and just next-gen iPads are probably going to have a third-gen Apple Pencil. There have been some articles with leaked images and details, and the first thing that I noticed is that it's no longer matte, or it might not be matte. It has a glossy finish, which is interesting. That was present with the first-gen Apple Pencil launched in 2015. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I will say I do prefer the matte design. However, I mean, it's just an aesthetic thing, you know, we'll all live if it becomes glossy again. I don't know why Apple would go back to that. It seems sort of counterintuitive, but you know, whatever, maybe they feel like it's more flashy, maybe people like it more. The bigger detail is that it has a bigger removable nib. In the past with first gen and second gen Apple Pencil, or just in the present actually, you can unscrew them and they're tiny and you only have one type of nib. Apple recently, within the past few months, filed a patent which would allow them to have a stylus with interchangeable nib accessories, specifically like different types of tips, maybe like one that's chiseled, maybe one that resembles a paintbrush, I don't know, but this is a huge win for, you know, creatives and also note-taking people. I mean, I for one would love to find a nib that suits my writing style the best. I'm sure there's thicker and thinner and maybe like chiseled type that would be cool. That could be utilized within software. Also artists, you know, this is a big thing if you want to, you know, I don't know, emulate a paintbrush, if you want to do digital watercolor or oil paint or like whatever. The Apple Pencil only offers so much tactility. So yeah, I could see that being a reason to call it a third gen Apple Pencil. Maybe they are adding the glossy style to make it look different or to differentiate it from the second gen Pencil because they want to sell more. They want to make sure people know that it's different. But, you know, I don't know. I'm not really concerned with the finish and more so with the functionality. So that should be really interesting to see. Next up, I want to talk about a less promising rumor, but something super interesting nonetheless. Apple is rumored to come out with an iPad Mini Pro or a Pro Mini. I know it sounds weird. I posted a poll about this asking who would want this device, and only I think 20% of people said like, yes, I've been waiting all my life for this. But I gotta say, I'm really excited to see a mini device nonetheless, you know, whether it's Pro or not, with no home button, with Air 4 or iPad Pro styling. My guess is if there's going to be an iPad Mini Pro, the 6th generation iPad Mini might look the same, just like the iPad 9th gen is gonna resemble the iPad Air 3. The iPad, you know, mini as it is sort of resembles the iPad Air. It's thin, it has a laminated display, etc. So it might just get like a processor update like the 8th gen iPad did. So it might go up from an A12 to an A13 or an A14 or whatever Apple decides to put in there. And then if we see an iPad Mini Pro or Pro Mini, it would be styled after the iPad Air 4 or the Pro with an A14 or an A14X potentially. Maybe Apple wants to go the iPhone 12 mini route, even though there are less consumers, you know, looking for that. Although I will say I feel like there's more of a demographic that would buy iPad Mini, like, or an iPad Mini Pro over like an iPhone 12 mini, if you know what I mean. Like, more people want a small 7 to 8 inch tablet, and I'm really excited. I mean, although I prefer my huge 12.9 inch iPad Pro, and although I made a video talking about how I want to see iPad Pro get even bigger, a small form factor tablet would be pretty cool. As I am someone who doesn't prefer like the iPhone 12 Pro Max, I use the 12 Pro and I often use the iPhone 12 mini, so having like a small tablet that I could fit in my pocket or fit in like a small bag would be pretty cool. I definitely use it and see if I could sort of interchange it with my iPad Pro for note-taking and such. But yeah, that is an interesting leak. It's not super promising, so don't get your hopes up. However, I think we should see an iPad Mini with an updated design, possibly, if not at the very least, an updated processor. But yeah, that's what I've heard so far. I thought I would share that with you. I would appreciate it if you'd leave a like on this video, comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or opinions, and of course, subscribe for more content like this. I cannot wait for the Apple event. I know so many tech YouTubers are just like crossing their fingers because let me just tell you, I love my job and I wouldn't want to change it for the world as of right now, but coming up with ideas when we've had sort of a drought with regard to new Apple products is just so difficult. I mean, hell, Luke Miani built his own M1 iMac. Like, I saw that and I was like, dude. Like, I think I commented something like, all the tech YouTubers just dying to post new product content, and Luke just goes,
fine, I'll do it myself.
And that's sort of the situation that we're in. You know, I'm always trying to come up with new ideas, keep things fresh. So, you know, I want to do some leaks and rumors videos, as I know a lot of you guys are just waiting to see what's new from Apple. So am I. We're all on the same page, I got to say here. I also have some old iPad content coming up. I have a working original iPad with iPhone OS 3.2.2 that I'm so excited to share. I might do a comparison between it and newer iPad OS versions or a newer iPad Pro version. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, as always, I'm Noah, and I will catch you all in the next one.